Welcome to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour.
The following program is brought to you with generous support from the town of Culver, Indiana. Culver, dine, shop, stay, repeat. And visit Marshall County. Discover, explore, and unwind in Marshall County. With special thanks to Lee Marshall with the Culver, Indiana Economic Development Foundation for sponsoring this performance.
In every life, some rain must fall, and you'll get wet as your sorrow calls. But the sun will rise on a brand new morn. You'll be warm and dry and freshly born.
From historic downtown Plymouth, Indiana, where the beautiful Reese Theater has recently been restored to its Art Deco prime, Heartland Art Center is breathing new life into the historic Montgomery Ward building, and where the Lincoln Highway and the Michigan Road cross the banks of the beautiful Yellow River. It's the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour! Tonight, we feature a band from Kansas City that KCUR Radio has described as presenting a bluegrass sound and an idiosyncratic sense of humor, with lyrics like nobody else in town. Their brand new point of view is a refreshing surprise. Since forming their band, they have crafted unique albums like 2018 space opera Bluegrassstronauts, the acoustic electronic album One Fine Sweet and Sunny Day, the Wishful Thinkers Hall of Fame, and Live at the Warehouse. Their most recent album, Psychobiography, has garnered rave reviews across the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Julie Bates and Andrew Morris of the Matchsellers to our Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour stage. Also on hand tonight are a couple from Miller Beach, Indiana, each having a long history of working with the Old Town School of Folk Music in Chicago. They have extensive performing biographies, including appearances at the Indiana Fiddlers Gathering, at the Tippecanoe Battlefield Park, and also at the Kaustinen Folk Festival in Finland. Let's welcome Paul and Gail Tyler of the musical group Tyler 2 to our stage. And now, recorded live from Wild Rose Moon Performing Arts Center, here is the radical rascal of all things lunar or lunatic, your radio hour host, George Schricker!
The river goes round, around the bend. The river goes round, round, round till the very end. And when it stops, it starts again. It won't be long till the river goes round. It won't be long till the river goes round and round and round, my friends. Thank you so much for that bit of a loony introduction. We have a lively guest with us today sitting in the chair next to me, don't we?
Oh, yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, we have our worldly traveler and lady about town, Rosie, here to share some words of wisdom with us. Rosie is sitting next to me with her Rastafarian dreadlocks, myrtle green leathern-leafed hands, gypsy dress, and her pithy disposition. Always eager to share her thoughts with us, she comes complete with notes of wisdom, distilled from a world of scintillating sources. Take it away, John.
We have a note from Rosie. This note was wrote by Rosie. wonder of a note, fresh off a ferry boat. If we voted on a quote, this note we'd vote the goat. We have a note from Rosie.
Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist who founded psychoanalysis and became a highly influential figure in the 20th century thought. Born in Moravia, he spent most of his life in Vienna, where he developed psychoanalysis by focusing on unconscious conflicts, free association, and dream analysis to understand the human mind and treat mental disorders. Here is a quote from Sigmund Freud, The Interpretation of Dreams. Properly speaking, the unconscious is the real psychic. Its inner nature is just as unknown to us as the reality of the external world, and it is just as imperfectly reported to us through the data of consciousness as in the external world through the indications of our sensory organs. Sigmund Freud.
And that was a note from Rosie, as read by Pam Gunterman.
Well, Matchsellers, Andrew Morris and Julie Bates, you are back here with us again. Is that the unconscious speaking?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Anyway, I found out, interestingly enough, that from a long interview I listened to with Andrew on what was a basement interview, wasn't it?
That's the only way you can get a 2.5-hour interview is in somebody's basement. Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, but I guess you'd told me this before, but I didn't realize that you played with Billy Strings. Is that correct? Or
yeah, that's right. That's right.
With Billy Strings.
Yeah, we opened up for Billy Strings and Don Julin in Indianapolis at the Indie Folk Series back in 2017 or something like that.
Wow.
And anyway, that was the last time I wore shorts on stage because he was dressed in this nice kind of suit sort of thing, and I was just wearing shorts, and the picture looked terrible. And at that moment, I decided I will always wear pants on stage.
Yeah.
Thank you, Billy Strings.
Yeah, I came to that conclusion years ago myself. But the other thing is, I found it interesting that you're not a big fan of snakes, or also mice, cicadas.
Are you? No, I'm not. I know.
I like all those things, actually.
I mean, they're like I don't wish
you
them
don't
to be.
eat them,
I
right?
I don't eat them. I don't wish them to be extinguished from this earth.
Oh, good.
But I just don't want them in my house.
Okay. And you have a song about this that you want to share with us?
I do?
Well, tell me, how does history, you're a student of history, how does history play into your music?
I think I maybe see what you were trying to do there.
Segue away from a bad moment.
Well, no, see, look, here's the point, okay? I don't like those animals because I'm a scaredy cat. And every time they're in our house, Julie's got to take care of them. Oh. And, I mean, isn't that true, Julie?
Mostly.
Yeah. So, yeah. I wrote a song about just being in love. And I guess, is that where you were going with that? About being in love with Julie?
You're the one who wrote the question. I just asked you the question you asked me to ask you.
Yeah, so, yeah. history has nothing to do with anything that we write about or experience in our life. But here's a beautiful love song. This one goes out to anybody who's been in a relationship for a long, long time. You know, maybe that special someone is like Julie is to me and will get cicadas and mice and snakes out of your house. Or maybe they, I don't know, do something else. But this one goes out to all of you who are in love, have been in love, and are still in love. Young.
And after all this while,
I can't believe we're still in love.
After all we've been through,
and after all we've done,
you still make my heart stop.
I can't believe we're still in love. Oh, you are the jackpot of my life. With you around, all the numbers are just right.
Well, Noah saw a rainbow
Way up in the sky above.
Maybe miracles can happen, and
I can't believe we're still in love. Jackpot of my life. With you around, all the numbers are just right.
well, Noah saw a rainbow
Way up in the sky above.
Maybe miracles can happen, and
I can't believe we're still in love.
maybe miracles can happen, and
I can't believe we're still in love.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, you played trumpet in school, right? Is that correct?
I did, and actually my buddy who played trumpet with me is out here in the audience. All right.
Okay. And did he bring both trumpets with you? Did you? Oh, shoot. Okay, next time we have horns in bluegrass. That's good. Where did you meet? It was a coffee shop or in
no,
school?
we were in the same program, so we met through the orientation at the program.
So you were in orientation in the line together, and it was like
I mean, it was like
kismet.
there was a couple days of orientation and I don't remember.
Yeah, drinking German beer.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the orientation there.
Well, I love both of you coming back, but the moon has done so much for your careers. I mean,
really has. Thank you.
Why don't you ever write a song for us?
Well, George, I'm so glad you asked. There was static when you touched my arm. I heard white noise, felt an electric charge, and then your phone rang, and you were talking to him and staring at me when you said I love you. Everybody sees the same moon. Yeah, everybody sees the same moon. Yeah. And your eyes are like deep dark caves, and to go there is a big mistake. And the trouble, that I just can't shake is knowing that you feel the exact same way. Everybody sees the same moon. Yeah, everybody sees the same moon. Yeah. Everybody sees the same moon. Oh yeah, everybody sees the same moon. Oh yeah, everybody sees the same moon. Yeah, everybody sees the same moon. The wild rose moon.
Well, we'll be back with the Matchsellers in just a little bit, but next up are Paul and Gail Tyler of Tyler 2. Hold on to your hats, boots, and spurs, because they'll be sharing a cowboy song from the 1880s, and I want us all to kind of get into the mood. So we'll take just a tiny little break, but don't get up.
You're watching the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour on WNIT Public Television.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour. We are here with two newcomers, actually. Newcomers to Indiana, right?
Well, I was born and raised in Indiana.
Oh,
But I'm
right.
in the process of re-Hoosierization.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're applying yourself there. Or Miller Beach, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, over there. Oh, beautiful territory over there. Gail, would you tell me about what you did at the Old Town School of Folk Music?
Well, I was an administrator there for 27 years. Yeah.
Give her a hand. Old Town School of Folk Music, 27. And Paul, is that where you met Gail?
Yes.
Wow, and you taught there, right?
Yeah, I taught fiddle, started the fiddle group class program, and taught a class for a long time called the Old Time Ensemble. We did fiddle, banjo, string band music, and then Gail and I together taught a class called Vintage Country. And we did great old country songs.
There you go.
We don't write songs.
Well, that's okay.
There's some good ones that still need to be sung.
People have to keep the history alive, you know? They have to keep the history alive. And I heard you keeping the history alive up at Fiddler's Hearth up in South Bend. And it was just a beautiful set that you did. And most importantly, I heard you yodel. And I love yodeling. And we have another yodeler right here. He sometimes yodels. John Bahler yodels. Yeah. But you have a song, an interesting song that has a yodel to it?
Yeah, we had to find one that was in the public domain, and this song was written. It appeared as a poem in the newspaper in about sometime in the 1880s, and I don't know who put music to it, but in the 1930s, a great band duet, the Girls of the Golden West, who were stars of the National Barn Dance on WLS Radio in Chicago, made a recording of it.
The Barn Dance.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'd like to hear the song. What is the name of the song?
It's called My Love is a Rider, or The Buckin' Bronco.
All right. I get it.
He breaks, but he promised to quit it just for my sake. He ties up one foot and the saddle puts on. With a swing and a jump he is mounted and gone. The first time I met him 'twas early one spring. He was riding a bronco, a high-headed thing. He twinked me a wink as he gaily rode on. Look at his bucking bronco. Yodelay, yodelay. The next time I saw him was late in the fall, swinging the girls at Tom Millicent's hall. He laughed and he talked as we danced to and fro, promised never to ride on another bronco. Some presents, among them a ring. The return that I gave him was a far better thing. 'Twas a young maiden's heart, and I'll have you all know that he won it by riding his bucking bronco. Yodelay, yodelay. My love has a gun, and that gun he can use, but he's quit his gunfighting as well as his booze. He swapped his saddle, his spurs, and his rope, and no more cow punching, and that's what I hope. Now all you young maidens, where'er you reside, beware of the cowboy that swings the rawhide. He'll court you and pet you and leave you and go in spring up the trail of his bucking bronco. Yodelay, 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 yodelay,
Paul and Gail Tyler.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from our hometown to yours, the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour presents our very own audience participation quiz show, Shoot the Moon!
It don't matter to me how smart you are. Maybe you're a big buffoon. You don't need to be quick on the draw. All you gotta do is shoot the moon. Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
And now, here's the host of Shoot the Moon, the maniacal mandarin of metrical meanderings, the cool cat of categorical categories, the flamboyant flipper of flavor-filled jack flaps, George Schricker.
Thank you for that lovely introduction.
You're very welcome. I'll remind everyone that jack flaps are the opposite of flapjacks.
Yeah. What do they look like?
You know, I think they,
Yeah, I was
Where?
afraid. Andrew, do you have an idea about what jack flaps might look like?
Ugly.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, would you, before the show, we have some contestants here, right?
We do, yes, indeed.
So why don't you give some of the, how did they get up here anyway? Can you explain that?
Yeah, they're escorted by a
No, I mean, what did we ask them any tricky questions?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Before the show, audience members indicated their willingness to participate in Shoot the Moon by supplying an answer to this cool survey question.
Get ready.
Are you now, or have you ever been remineralized?
Yes.
One yes.
You know, it's interesting because
Yes.
last time both of them said they'd been previously wristwatches.
Yeah.
That was,
We can pick them.
Yeah. Okay. But this gentleman, it clearly has not been remineralized.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
After depositing that question sedimentarily into a citrine, hematite, or black tourmaline container, exactly 2 remineralized contestants, or one of each, are excavated to settle into our fluorite luminous game show. So now let's play Shoot the Moon!
And we have a couple contestants here today, is that right?
We do have a couple.
We have a couple contestants. The number one contestant here is David Harleen, is it?
That'll be me, yes. David Harlan.
David Harleen. And you were originally from Maryland.
Born and raised in Maryland.
Where
yes.
in Maryland?
Baltimore County.
Okay, I know. I don't. Is that anywhere close?
That's pretty much all of Maryland. It's not big.
Oh, sorry. I lived in Maryland, Tacoma Park, Maryland. Do you know where that is?
No.
Well, I don't feel so stupid. I don't feel stupid. Okay. And you're retired?
I am indeed.
And your favorite hobby is sleep?
Well, being retired, the
Yes.
most blissful thing is looking at the alarm clock at 6 o'clock and realize you can go back to sleep for a couple
Oh, yes,
hours.
I like that idea too.
Yes.
And you, he says here you're, and this is something that you've said before too, that you're actually quite boring.
I am indeed.
Okay, so you have something in common there. Okay, and then now Jason Rich, is it?
Hello.
Okay, and it's good to see you in your remineralized state. And you are originally from, is this Huntington, Indiana?
Yes, Huntington, Indiana.
Okay, and are you an optometrist?
I'm an eye doctor, yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So did you notice that I took my glasses off?
I did. You have just the perfect amount of nearsightedness where you can read that.
Yes, I do.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Well,
Don't drive like that, please.
Okay, I won't. You know how to pick them, don't you? Okay.
I walked in and she handed me a form and made me sign it.
And you are into home brewing. Is that correct?
I have been brewing for a couple decades now. It's the best, worst hobby ever.
Right. And are there any minerals involved with that?
Lots of minerals, yes.
Yeah, lots of.
I'm a reincarnated beer stein from Germany. Thank you.
That's great. And how did you find out about the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour? It says the Matchsellers told you.
Well, they send out an email and it says we're playing at the Wild Rose Moon in Plymouth, Indiana. It's like, I'll buy tickets to that for my family.
Well, that was kind of them. That's a good idea. Okay, we should have all our musical groups do that. Okay, so let's get this game started. What are there any? What are these categories here and all this stuff?
The categories you'll see on the G&G employees only gate
hard for me to
are as follows: sawing in Warsaw. Number 2 is naming. The third one is sassy Kansas, sassified. And fourth is psychobiography.
Okay, let's see.
We don't have to sing, do we?
So our number one
thanks,
person here is David. So David, you get to go first. What category would you like?
I'll take that top one.
Sawing.
I'll let you
Warsaw.
say it, yeah.
And since we have a representative from Warsaw right here, he will know the answer to this, and he can help you with the answer. He can help you with the answer, but he can't say it out loud. So he has to do it by either a musical cue or working with his body. Or eyebrows, whatever it is. So here it is. Andrew Morris was born and raised in nearby Warsaw, Indiana, or somewhere close to there anyway. In 1895, I had this pronunciation in my, I don't know what happened to it. Rivra Dupuy? Dupuy,
yeah.
Okay, founded Dupuy Manufacturing in Warsaw to make wire mesh and wooden splints, launching what would become a major industry for Warsaw. What industry could that be? Was it A, the wire mesh and wooden splint industry, which they still make the old-fashioned way? Or was it B, the famous Warsaw sausage sandwich, a Polish sausage roasted on a wire mesh over a fire of wooden splints? It's topped with Amish apple butter. Or C, the orthopedics industry, including Depew, which is now part of Johnson & Johnson. Is it A, B, or C?
I'd actually like the sandwich, but I'm going to go with C.
Okay.
Is that right?
I guess that's right.
That is correct.
Does he get a point for that?
He does. David gets a point for that, yes. Jason does not, so he remains at 0.
I didn't know if he got any extra credit for the hat. See his hat?
boy.
Very nice,
yeah.
sporty.
Thank you.
That's a good flat cap, yeah.
Don't you think you could give him a little something?
It's a little too warm in here for a cap, so I say no.
Okay, all right.
Frankly.
Okay. So, Jason, would you like to choose
The bottom category, please.
the bottom? Psychobiology.
I know that album.
Oh, okay. So he'll be able to answer this. Are you ready? Julie, you can answer too if you'd like, in any kind of fashion. The Matchsellers' newest album, released in August of 2025, is called Psychobiography, a term that describes biographical works that analyze the psychology of their subject, not just the subject's actions. What central figure not only wrote one of the first psychobiographies, but has also been the subject of one? Are you ready? A, is it Sigmund Freud, whose work Leonardo da Vinci, A Memory of His Childhood, sought to capture the psychology of the great artist? Was it B, Edward Butcher, whose work Sylvia Plath, Method and Madness, was criticized by biographer Heather Clark for diminishing Sylvia's work and life? Or was it Abraham Lincoln, whose work Profile in Silver is a psychobiography of John F. Kennedy?
Wow. His was so much easier than this.
Did you give clues?
Yeah. We're going with A.
That's correct. Sigmund Freud.
Well done.
Talked about it earlier.
Oh, I like you. AC/DC there. Okay. All right. David, back to you. Oh, what was the score? What's the score now?
Jason gets 1.1 points for that because he complained that it was much harder than the other one.
Okay. Oh.
David remains with 1 point.
David, you'll have to catch up.
I will.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. All right, which one do you want?
Sassy Kansas, maybe.
Sassy Kansas, sassified Kansas. This is a question for you, obviously. Okay. The Matchsellers came together as a band in Kansas City, Kansas. This is what it says in your biography. In 2013. What other Kansas history happened in 2013? Are you ready? Was it A, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce was born? Was it B, farmers in a 99 square mile area agreed to pump 20% less water out of the Ogallala aquifer to preserve its dwindling water reserves?
Ogallala Aquifer.
Okay, sorry about that.
You can get extra points if you can say that 3 times fast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, there's a chance to catch up.
Ogallala Aquifer.
Okay. Or C, Kansas City got its first American Girl dog, Raquel Reyes.
Doll.
What?
Doll. American Girl doll.
Right.
Hold it closer.
Maybe I shouldn't have my glasses on. Raquel Reyes, a Latina native of Kansas City who loves to DJ and play pickleball. This actually happened in September of 2025. So what is
Could you repeat all that?
Yeah. No, I can't. It's A, B, or C. Just guess.
D.
What?
D.
C?
I'll go with B.
B. That's correct.
Man.
I barely got through that one. Okay. All right, so what's our score?
All right, Jason still has 1.1. David has 1.9 points.
1.9?
Yeah, because you actually read the extra part that you weren't supposed to read at the end of that, which actually told him that was not the correct answer.
Well, it was pretty evident what the answer was anyway.
In 2025.
It was pretty easy for anybody.
Also, he did not say Ogallala Aquifer 3 times fast.
Okay. All right. Well, I like his hat, so I'm giving him 0.5. All right. All right. Last but not least, here we go, Jason.
I'll take the naming thing.
All right. Boy, this is long. No, I promise not to read all of it. The Matchsellers took their name from what great work of art? Okay. Was it The Matchseller, a 1920 Dadaist painting by German artist Otto Dix that depicts a war veteran selling matches on the street? B, The Hot Foot, a 1947 Bugs Bunny cartoon in which Bugs pretends to be a match seller to set fire to Elmer Fudd's boots. Okay? Okay. You know, now that I think of it, you're the first person to use a musical cue.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's great. C, we should do all of them that way. C, one entry in an old Victorian-era book called Mrs. Rotworth's Book of Occupations for Industrious Children.
Thanks, Andrew. Gonna have to go with A, please.
A? Do you think it's A? What do we think? Let's turn to our experts.
Well done.
That's right.
That's good. That's good. Good. Okay, so what's happened here with scores? Because
Jason's moving up fast with 2.1 points. However, David has somehow achieved 2.4 points Because of his hat.
Okay. But I'm the host.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what does that mean?
Oh, yes.
What does it mean? Oh, yes. Oh,
that
yes.
means that David has won.
Oh,
well, thank you.
Okay.
Win or lose, everyone gets lucky
Everyone
on
gets lucky.
Shoot the Moon.
Okay.
Both winners have won a sleek and elegant sticker, suitable for
There it
applying to
is.
one's remineralized cow, tree, or spouse.
Well,
In
thank
addition,
you very much.
they will both receive a Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour coffee mug, perfect for remineralizing mealy mung beans, lethargic alligators, or
Thank you very
jiving
much.
Java jerks. Both the sticker and the mug depict Rosie gazing at the first full moon in June when the wild roses bloom. Congratulations, David and Jason. Everybody wins when we play Shoot the Moon!
Well, up next, we have more of the Matchsellers and some wonderful songs.
You're watching the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour on WNIT Public Television.
Well, welcome back to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour. We are here with the dynamic Matchsellers. And that would be Julie Bates and Andrew Morris. And what was your favorite part of living in Germany?
We danced a lot.
Yeah, we went to a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
Were they like raves?
Kind of like raves, sort of in weird, abandoned, like Soviet industrial buildings, and then these kind of
Like the woman's glove factory. That was one of the clubs.
that was one of the clubs, yeah. And they were just wild. They were really, really wild. But that was, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we liked a lot of things about Germany. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And when you talk about the food in particular, I know when I was in Germany, I ate a lot of sausages, but because they were inexpensive.
Yeah.
And did you buy those giant? Did they sell them on the corners there?
Yeah. You can get the Bratwurst, the Roastbraten, the Knackwurst, the Käsebeißer. You can get there's lots of them. Yeah.
Right. And those and did they keep you going?
Yeah.
Okay. Good fuel.
Yeah, definitely do not starve eating them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I was going to ask you in the terms of the songwriting duo, right? How often does Julie write songs?
I read a song when Andrew has a whole album of songs, and we're gonna start recording. And I think, oh no, I need my one song.
Okay.
So that's
all right.
The first album I didn't make it, but the next few I got one on there.
Yeah. You don't have a song called "For a Long Lost Friend," do you?
Yeah, I do.
How did you write that?
I went on a hike and I got lost, and I was hiking for a couple hours, didn't know where I was, and I just started writing a song to pass the time.
Okay. So could you do it for us?
We'd love to. Yeah.
Well, our time together was much too short, but we sure lived it up. We tapped that keg of friendship and let it fill our cups. We didn't have a proper goodbye, never dreaming it would be the end. But I'm so glad to have called you my friend. Now there's space and time between us, other friends and much less time to sit and talk with a long lost friend, even
things ended up. If only we tried harder, maybe we'd still be in touch. But the past is past, and nothing lasts, and at least I can say in the end that I'm so glad to have called you my friend. Now there's years and miles between us, and other things on our minds. Sometimes my thoughts still drift to you, and when they do, it makes me smile. Someday I might see you again, but if I do, it won't be the same. Still, I'm so glad to have called you my friend. Yes, I'm so glad to have called you my friend. It was the greatest gift to have called you my friend.
Okay, well, I have one last question for you.
I've been waiting all night for this.
Oh, that's good. Because, I just feel, that I wish you could be a little goofier.
I get it, George. This has been a pretty sentimental kind of set
But
for
you
us,
took
really.
us through your history, and
We did,
and all these kinds of personal comments about your, what your favorite deodorant was, and all those kinds of things.
I know this was kind of a little bit different of a show. Usually we are a lot dumber, and this time we were a lot more likable than usual. But I will give you some of that classic vintage Matchsellers goofiness shtick for you right here, right now.
All right. Well, let's give him a big hand, because he's going to need encouragement.
Well, I tell you boys, I'm victory bound. I tell you boys, I'm victory bound. No cold shackle can keep me down. I tell you boys, I'm victory bound. Well, I tell you boys, I'm on my way. I tell you boys, I'm on my way. No cold shackle can make me stay. I tell you boys, I'm on my way. Well, I tell you boys, I'm rising up. I tell you boys, I'm rising up. On the wings of a snow-white dove, I tell you boys, I'm rising up.
That was just terrific. And does it take a while to recover? I was going to ask about that because, do you have bruises and,
Yes.
His face is all red right now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very difficult instrument to practice your own body because it hurts. Yeah.
So I talked to Evie Layden, and apparently she has some kind of contest going with you. about this. What do you call this? Ham bone.
Ham bone, yeah, ham bone
Yeah.
body percussion. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, Evie is one of the finest body percussionists I've ever seen.
She is incredible.
She's really,
Absolutely
really amazing.
remarkable.
And the first time she saw me, she said I needed to take some lessons from her. And it's true. She's really, really amazing. But when it gets down to it, I do these things that she can't even fathom, like going like this. I just look. I look.
Your body.
I just look so stupid when I do it that it gives me that edge. It gives me that edge. And that's what she's really afraid of.
Yeah. I know a lot about being stupid. So that's great. Well, thanks so much to Andrew Morris and Julie Bates of the Matchsellers for sharing their spirited music and sometimes goofy, you called it? I called it loony talents with all of us. It was so great to have all of them here, all the Matchsellers.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us back. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh yes, we have a little gift for Julie, and we thank you for coming and being part of our show. And we also want to give it up for Paul and Gail Tyler, for their ongoing efforts to keep the spirit of music alive. You're gonna help me out. I'm gonna do that one more time. Thanks also to Paul and Gail Tyler for their ongoing efforts to keep the spirit of folk music alive, representing its history in song, dance, and that beautiful, beautiful yodeling. Okay.
With support from the beautiful town of Culver, dine, shop, stay, repeat, and visit Marshall County. Discover, explore, stay, and play. With generous support from E. Lee Marshall with the Culver, Indiana Economic Development Foundation. You're listening to the Wild Rose Moon Radio Hour.
Well, thank you to our announcer and co-writer, Derek Jensen, our voice of Rosie, Pam Gunterman, Rosie's creator, Vera Ciani, audio engineer, Nate Butler, audio assistant, Jonathan Nixon, audio intern and technical assistant, Nicholas Holzer, video producer, Jim Yoakum, video director, Troy Bontrager, camera operator, Maddie Shirk, photographer, Matthew Bergmoser, hospitality crew, Martina, Sam, Jennifer Reed, Rachel Holzer, and Ashley Matthews. And thanks to our longtime supporter, Judith Robert and Dan Schubert. And to the memory of past friends, John Kubley, Tom Kapazinskis, Dave Barkmeyer, and Gene Pazderka. And with special thanks to our resident applauseologists, Amy Beecham and Michelle Schricker. And also, thanks to Jonathan Nixon on camera. Give him a nice hand. John?
George?
Are you ready to match wits with the fabulous, incredible, marvelous Matchsellers?
George, if I can match wits with them, I think we're gonna light the world on fire.
Let's go! Woo.
So when you think you've lost that life, all pain and heartache, still your soul with strife, just remember, as you're tumbling down, it won't be long till the river goes round.
Everybody!
The river goes round, round the bend. A river goes round, round, round till the very end. And when it stops, it starts again. It won't be long till the river goes round.
river goes round.